Okay, got it painted. Dry brush it, but I stopped to look at the other area and I got it laid out. I'm gonna add my old west town. I only have a couple buildings, but tentatively you can drive through, although I extended the table 6 inches to get a drive around. Mostly for my own documentation where I'm at. Get ready to most of this area and I cover with plaster cloth. Just blend it all in. And I have this area here between that mountain and the town. I think that's showing. But I cut the center out and then raised it up 2 inches so the town's elevated. I'm going to make a ridge wall, some arches and columns, keep it fairly narrow, but to separate the town from the mountain and kind of a backdrop for the town. Anyway, getting ready to plaster all this stuff, so see how that goes. Okay, priming this section, got it plastered. It's just to seal the styrofoam so I can spray it and smooth out the texture on the plaster. Did dry brush the river and got the lava rock in it. I'm really debating on my old west town. I really want to incorporate it, but that's a lot of area. This whoop-de-doo thing on the bottom's kind of fun. Onward. And change of plan. I finished priming yesterday and I was getting kind of low on primer. I don't know if you've priced paint lately, but so I had some oil paint and I pulled everything off and painted the top flat surfaces because it's going to get covered. But as soon as I did that, that different color, I realized that I could cut out a piece of, probably use like 1/8 inch Luan, build my town on it, but then I can lift the whole thing off, make another one with some crawling features, so I get to have both. I get to have the crawling space and my old west town. The old west town takes up a lot of area, but not that durable. I mean, the little buildings are fairly substantial, but you whacking them with the RC cars, it take its toll real quick. But that'll give me the option for both. That's just pretty cool. I probably spent a good hour just trying to cut out a template. I'm whacking 2 of these out with the jigsaw out of an 1/8 inch plywood for Luan. I have some scrap out in the garage or someplace. It'll probably take me 10 minutes to cut both those out and then lay out whatever crawling feature I want on this area and continue that. I may go ahead and paint what's done, but anyway, but that's details. Okay, and cut. Got 2 1/8 inch the one board's cut, so I can do my Old West Town or lift it off and put down some more crawler course features, so I'll have the ability to do both. Since I only have two buildings and building the Old West Town is going to be a ongoing project, I'm going to go ahead and start the crawler course option. I did add two arches between the wall and the mountain. I had planned on doing that earlier, but then I realized people are going to be trying to drive on it, and with the town here, that probably wasn't a good idea. The buildings are semi-substantials, but they're not going to tolerate being run into all the time with RC cars. But oops, this gives me the option to have my Old West Town without sacrificing the space for additional crawling. My plan is to put a large rock pile here on this one that can be accessed from any side, and you can crawl up, get to the other mountain, or whichever way you want to go. It's kind of cool because even though I wanted the Old West Town, I really didn't want to give up the space for this. Something else. I mean, the arches are kind of cool, but they're kind of hokey. But they'll work. I'm not going to add any barriers or anything. You can potentially fall off quite easily, actually. Anyway. The only thing I have to do is, when I switch this out for the Old West Town, is to put some kind of barrier on the arches to keep you from driving off. Maybe just a sign, no motorized vehicles. Anyway. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to start this section for the crawler course. Like I said, the Old West Town is going to be an ongoing project, and I can do that in the shop, and which also allow me to pre-wire it, so when I put it on I can just plug it in. Okay. So I was taking another video to supplement building this, and the original file was corrupt. So I don't have any video of me actually making any of this stuff. This one is a lot of triangles to get the basic profile, and then some cardboard strips bridging, and some tinfoil, and some other garbage. Pretty cool. But that's what's cooler. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of plastering and details yet to do and get it primed. But I just wanted to show this This might weigh pound and a half. So I can put this on there, put my Old Town, West Town once I get it done. But now I'm looking at this and I could actually carve into this for a third option. Things that could be done. We're going to add a column here, just try to force you into side hilling on that. It's pretty interesting. I don't know if I took any video crawling on the new mountain, but I don't know what there is about the sound of the rigs going through that lava rock. Pretty cool. Oops, left my phone up there. pretty cool. Okay, that's enough of that. Anyway, we're getting there. This area in between here, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Kind of like to see a little teeter-totter, but then I also see a pit. To be done. Primed, painted. Probably adding some little hoodoos along some of the edges. The back side, this same deal as original. It ended up really tight. You're right to the edge, and there's not enough room to put some kind of barrier. So I'll probably come out. Actually, I probably only need like maybe a 2x4 on edge. Cut it back so I can put a retaining wall. Anyway, a lot of detail work, so probably won't make another video for a while. Later. Okay, I'm going to end this video showing the last crawler section painted. I still have a lot of dry brushing to do and some details. Got all the border work to do. What a mess. Due to the size of this and the shape of the room, it's really hard to get a overall view. That was the original section, and then this added section with the new hill climb and the rock pile. Whoop-de-doos. See if I can get around the other corner. About whacking everything on the way back. Yeah, it's not really showing a whole lot. Just the original and the new section. It's amazing before dry brushing how much of the detail doesn't show. I guess that's why people highlight. A lot of fun. A lot more involved than I had planned. I had no idea when I started this. It's been several months in the making. A lot of fun for driving a half hour at a time. And I'm kind of anxious to see all this stuff thrown away or put away, cleaned up. It's a ways off. Okay, later.